Happy Friday, all, in the end of February. March is upon us soon. We are down here in the CTV studio, and we're talking about homeroom headlines this week. So Gino Barnes is here with us, who's going to talk to us first about homeroom headlines and the whole process and the studio. And then we'll have some other students as well who will fill us in on their work down in this space. So how about let's start with Gino. Gino, tell us about your work with homeroom headlines, what it's all about, and tell us about the studio then a little bit.
So the Homeroom Headline Studio is primarily based off of giving things like morning announcements to teachers all across the building. My experience here at the Cortland High School Homeroom Headlines is just ensuring that all the gear is working in check and making sure that things run smoothly. There is tons of variation in what you can do here at the Homeroom Headlines Studio. You can run camera, run graphics, manage audio, direct, and really, Homeroom Headlines is based off of quick news cuts that go live to all the teachers around the building. Now, in Cortland Video Club, I also have the honor to produce some content for the Purple Podcast, which is a series that me and Mrs. Quinlan had designed for the sole purpose of getting to know teachers, behind the classroom walls and getting to know, who they are, maybe where they're from, and little things that you might not have known about the teacher when you first saw them. So that just kind of ties in back to the content creation part of Homeroom Headlines and CVC, because there's always something for us to do, and no matter who you are, where you're from, your prior experience, there's always something cool to learn and something unique to do.
Couple questions for you personally.
Of course.
Where did your interest in this world develop?
So when it comes to my origin of media content creation, it definitely arranged a lot with my father. So he got me into the video stuff early on because he was doing videos and photos for things like racing a while ago. And he'd also worked with video stuff and just general networking for a lot of other local studios around the area. Watching him do that kind of inspired me to get into the content world. When it comes to this location right here, how I got into here was also through my father, because I'm blessed to have a parent that's also on the school board. So he told me about this place and just kind of asked me, hey, you should do something in here. It'd be kind of cool. And then it kind of pushed me in the room, said, have at it. So, and the thing is, I've had a blast looking at the different gear in this room and just overall exploring the diverse experiences. And when it comes to if I'd rather be anywhere else besides this, this is always going to be my home no matter where I go. So I thought about, working at Channel 9 or doing something with remote online content creation. For example, recently I've been working with my father on that kind of stuff with other companies, Prodigy Audio and Channel 9. So it all ties into local experiences. So, yeah. I'd say whether it's video, sports, or anything that you're interested in, go at it. Go full at it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone tell you you can or can't do it. Just have at it and be the crazy one in the room and do everything you can and have fun. That's why we're here, right? So, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Maggie Ramiza, and I'm a freshman. I have been doing Homeroom Headlines for about a year and a half now. And the environment is just so welcoming. Everybody is so nice. If you don't know how to do a job, they'll teach you. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing one, there's always like a bajillion people who are willing to switch with you. So then you could do something you're comfortable with and the show can run more smoothly. Although that doesn't always happen. But it's always really fun to just be in the room where it happens, whether it's control room or out in the studio where you're with talent. It's always just really, really incredible to see how the show gets put together behind the scenes and what you see on the screen. Top 3 favorites have got to be Technical Director, which we call TD for short. It's where you click all the buttons and it's how we get what you see on the screen. It's how we transfer it from what's waiting to be on screen or what is currently on air. My second is probably Audio, which is all the things that you hear. It controls the mic volume, the sound volume, and it controls the music before the show, which is definitely one of my favorites. And my third favorite is probably Talent, because I'm a theater kid, so I'm just used to being up there. And it's really fun to just walk around school and have little kids just be like, hey, I saw you on Homeroom Headlines. That's happened a couple times, and it's been really fun to just be like, yeah. In my future, I could definitely see myself doing something along the lines of homeroom headlines for one of my careers in my life. It's really, really fun to just be down here, and you meet a lot of incredible people. Like, I wouldn't have had some of the friends that I have now if I wasn't in homeroom headlines, and it's taught me a lot of different skills that I have used in my school career and my other extracurriculars. Like, it's taught me how to be a better team player and be more attentive to what's happening around me and make little changes at the last second so then we can accommodate for what we have and what we don't have.
Hello, I'm Noah Wood. I'm the sportscaster for Homeroom Headlines, and every day I get up here and do the Cortland Sports Report. Every day I come down here, and we're surrounded by a great group of people and great teachers, and we put on the show every single day. And some days it's smooth sailing and it's perfect, and some days it's really chaotic and we don't really know what's going on, and we're just like, okay, we got to start rolling. But it's so much fun, and it feels so great to put it out there that it makes up for all the chaotic nonsense that happens down here. I think it's great for those people who want to pursue this path, and it's great for people who don't want to pursue this path but just still want to have a little piece of the pie, you know.
My name is Anelia Corbin. This is my second year doing homeroom headlines. My favorite part is getting to use all of this fancy equipment and pressing all of the buttons, and really like speaking into the headphones because I think that's really cool to boss people around like that. My favorite part, director, because I get to speak into the headphones at other people and they have to listen. I feel like I've learned a lot about framing a shot and making sure that people are in frame and learning how to balance audio so that people aren't too loud or too quiet when they come on to talk. Learned a lot about pacing when talking because sometimes things go too fast or too slow, and keeping a good pace. I'd say it's a great thing to do in the morning instead of just sitting in homeroom and having to watch it. You're very informed on what's going on in the school because you have to pay attention to the morning announcements. And I guess it's a good experience and you'll learn a lot of things. I think for the field of video production that I see myself going into in the future, I think this has been good steps in learning what exactly I would be doing and what the scope of the work would actually look like, because not many people know exactly what they're doing when they get into things like that they think about when they grow up.
I want to say thank you to Gino for being at this part of this week's blast, and thank you to all of our other students who participated this week. Thank you to Mr. Spicer and Ms. Quinlan, who are behind the scenes and help produce the blast and produce all the other things, homeroom headline and all the other parts that our students have talked about. Gino is a great example of a generational thing here at Cortland TV, speaking about his father, who spent time right at a set just like this, though this is a much more advanced set, but back at the origin of this program, spent some time. So I'm super appreciative of that. And just for a side note, today was a 2-hour delay, and Gino showed up 2 hours early for school. So we're appreciative that he was here and got to help out and do some extra work on this 2-hour delay of school. So thank you all. As I mentioned, happy February, the end of February, and we welcome in March next week.